Quick. Just in time. No, I think I missed it. Anyway, what's going on, guys? For the second time today. Some of you might be the morning if you're in the US. I just thought I'd do another live comic haul because, I've been doing my comic hauls mostly on Instagram now. But I think during the week, I saw Conceto say, I want to see your books this week. And he doesn't have Instagram. So I thought, you know what, I'll do another live one. And last week I had Matilda on as a guest just to hang out while I showed off my books. But today I've got another guest. Let's just quickly do a shout out to the chat before I bring him in. Grey Man got in first. I don't know if he's still here, but he was here. Grey Man was here. Matilda got in second. And a bronze medal for my buddy Simon Morgan, the original comic. Very nice, very nice. All right, so my guest today is a fellow Aussie. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, make sure you do. I've got his link in the description below. What's going on, Vinny? Thank you for joining us. 7 a.m. Late to work. Jesus Christ, mate. Get your shit together. And another fellow Aussie in the chat, Whack Comics. Thanks for joining, mate. All right, so let me bring him on. It's Jamie from Think Geek Theory.
Hey,
buddy.
How's everyone?
Yeah, doing good, mate. Doing good. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm just going to show you show the people the books and just have someone to hang with, you know what I mean? So, but before I do that, just make sure, guys, again, if you're watching and if you're catching this on the replay, please check out Jamie. I've got his link in the description below. He's fairly new to YouTube and he needs more subs and he needs you guys to check out his content. He's got way better. He's got heaps of collectibles and he's got some good stuff going on. And also next week, we're going to be doing your first live stream, is it?
Yeah, it'll be my first live stream next week. So
live stream.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen because he's telling me we're going to have to drink. And, you know, when I get on the pits, it's anything could definitely happen. All right. So, I'm going to show you my books that I picked up today. You know how much I spent? Do you want to see the bill?
Yeah, show us the bill. What are you spending your money on in lockdown down there? Whoa. Yeah. Okay, I'm impressed now.
So that's how much I spent almost on the weekly.
That's how much I used to spend, and now I'm like, when I get to like 35 or 40, I go, whoops.
I seriously, every week I keep telling myself I really need to start cutting back, and every week that comes, it's the same shit. Just like this week, like last week, I think I had about 17. I had 7 titles, 17 books, because of all the different covers and all that sort of shit. I was like, man.
Yeah, well, actually, when you take in the covers you buy, like you probably only buy like 3 comics.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly right. So that is one of my problems is doing the cover buys is it's a tough one. But yes, subscribe to Think Geek Theory, everyone who's watching this, if you're catching the replay or if you're live and you're not already subbed up. So
I think we need to do a congratulations to you, Simon, 500 subs.
Yes, thank you. 500 subs. So I have yes, Mark is my dealer. He deals the goods.
Yeah.
Have you noticed I'm always
great, man.
So next week I'm going to go live again with Mark during the day and do another episode of the Dynamic Duo, and we're going to show the people, because I've been pumping up. When I hit 500, I'm going to do a massive giveaway, like massive. So I normally do 2 or 3 categories. I do the comic books and pops. I think one time I did the T-shirt as well, made it 3 categories. I've got 5 categories that you can win this time around, one for every time I hit 500 in the last week, because I kept dropping from 500 to 499 to 500, just kept going up and down. But next week when I'm with Mark, Mark is we're going to show you one of the prizes, like the main prize, like the biggest prize in my 500 sub giveaway. Mark's going to show off, because it's actually something he's donating to me, which is a very, very kind of him, and I'm pumped to show get people to see what it is. Anyway, let's see what $178 worth of books looks like. Whoa. Well, what's this one on top? Oh, actually, I got a gift too. That's right. I forgot. So Mark actually gifted me a book.
That's how dealers hit you,
Sorry?
how the dealers keep you. They give you something extra to make you come back.
That's right. That's right. They give you a taste.
Yeah, Mark knows stuff. Yeah.
So Mark's actually been nice enough. I asked him when I heard about the cards if he could get me a whole pack.
Yeah.
And he said yes. So he ordered me. He's been ordering me. So that's actually a sealed pack of the Three Jokers cards. I've got the first one. So he gives me a card with my comic, but I asked him if he could actually order an extra pack so I could just have a sealed pack. And he was nice. To be honest, when I asked him, I thought it was going to come in like a packet, and because I collect cards. I actually collect like player cards. Like I'll just give you an example of like some cards that I've got. Actually, I should save this for a collectible show and tell. But things like this, that's Batman cards. So all types of playing cards I actually collect. So when I heard about this, I thought they were going to come in a pack because some Harley Quinn cards there. So hey, Concedo is in the house. Just so you know, Con, I'm doing this live stream because you requested it, mate. I normally do my hauls on Instagram, but because you don't have Instagram, I thought, you know what, I'll go live because I know you watch it. So thanks for joining us. Anyway, so yeah, I got the Three Jokers sealed pack. Awesome. They didn't come in last week, so they forgot to send them to Mark when he got the first lot. So he got his one pack, but the spare deck didn't come in, but it came in this week. So I've got my sealed packet. Anyway, I show you the gift. This is the gift for Mark. I know what it is. I actually thought about ordering this book.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I just thought, you know what? I don't need it, but it's right up my alley. And then Mark actually decided just to get it for me as a gift because he knows what I like. I haven't seen this.
Kissing cover.
That's right. So do you know what this is from? Oh, it's a Virgin.
No, actually.
So this is The Boys. Dear Becky.
Yeah, I haven't really got into a lot of that yet, or delve into it. So yeah.
Yeah, so I read I bought the first trade of The Boys because someone recommended it. I read the first 3 issues. It's good. I just didn't finish that trade, and I just never got back to it. But I did see this cover come out, and I was like, oh, I should get it. It's pretty good. But because I'm not reading it, I thought, you know what, I'll leave it. But I have, and it's a nice Virgin copy. So
yeah, sweet.
So I don't think you watch this, but thank you, Mark. That is awesome. I don't have many Virgin covers like this. Like it's complete, nothing at all. So that's very cool. And he bagged and boarded it too. What a guy! What a guy!
So is Mark moving up from sidekick to dealer now? Is that the consensus?
Yeah, weapons dealer. All right, let's go.
Thanks, thanks everyone to all the comments coming in.
All right, stop buying covers. No, that's a no. That's a hard no. All right, 7 Secrets.
Oh,
that's a good read, man. I'm enjoying this. It's kind of like you haven't read this at all.
No, that one I haven't gone into. I saw it, but I like on the shelves and things, but just I haven't heard anything about it.
The first issue went into a 4th print, mate. That's how hot it was.
It's the bandwagon.
I think that's the cover B or secret variant they call it, and this is the cover A. So again, getting all the covers because I just can't help myself. And another thing, right? If I start buying both covers of both variants in a set in like a mini series, I can't stop because then I'm going to have like another. It's just I feel weird. Once I start, I can't stop.
I did the same thing with Robotech. That was the one I really made an effort of from issue 1 to the completion of making. I got cover A, cover B, and ordering those. So yeah, but I'm the same. Once I start, it's over.
Are you a bit of a completionist?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I admit to that. I need help. I am a completionist. My name is Jamie.
All right, this is another miniseries. This is nearly done. So this issue, there's 12 issues. This has been going on forever, and I'm just I like when miniseries finish because I'm like, good, that's another book off the list that I don't have to buy anymore. I have not read this. I was waiting for the whole thing to come out, but I've heard pretty good things about.
Yeah, I have too. So I'm waiting to read it as well. So no spoilers.
Yeah, no. Hey mate, what's going on, Comico Dino? And okay, wait. Okay. All right. This is a timeless variant. Now, this one I just thought I like the shiny stuff. Like, I actually have no connection with Colossus per se. In fact, I asked Mark originally that I wanted this because I like the look of it, and then this week I didn't put it on my pile for him to pull, but I think because I ordered it, he put it in my thing anyway, so that's fine. But I'll put that aside for a giveaway because again, Colossus doesn't really resonate with me too much.
Who's the artist on those ones? Because haven't they done? Yeah, because they've done a whole series. Like they've got the different characters in that same sort of generalized pose with a white background, haven't they? They got Wonder Woman, all those type of things.
So it's all Marvel. So they're called the Alex Ross timeless variants.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got quite a few, but there's so many. Like some people are collecting all of them. I'm just collecting characters that I like, and some of the ones that I just think look cool. This is one of the ones I thought looked cool, but I'll probably chuck that in the giveaway pile.
Well, as soon as Alex Ross puts his name to something, you're gonna start a following with it because of his work, I think. Yes. So
I have a friend who used to collect all of Alex Ross's stuff, so he had it all up to a certain point, I think. So yes, all right. So next, now this is an indie title, which I'm kind of excited about because I'm really, really getting into my indies. In fact, I think I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to drop most of my Marvel DC stuff and just go strictly indie. Because I don't know, indie books are just easier for me to follow because I don't need to know the history of all these characters that have been around for decades. It's just a story that you follow from the beginning, you know? So is actually a sequel, I believe. So this is The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, National Anthem. So I think the first book was The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, and this is the sequel called National Anthems. This is written by Gerard Way. Do you know who he is?
No.
So he's the singer from My Chemical Romance, but he also wrote The Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I think I know him more from the music than his writing. So yeah, the name now sounds familiar. He's one of those guys you hear it and then you pass on it. And,
I think he wrote a Doom Patrol book as well. So I got 2 copies because I bought one as a gift for someone, and I also got the cover A, which will be the one I'm reading. The other one was just the cover by for the thing, but pretty cool looking. I don't know. It looks very kind of punk rock sort of style, and it looks like it'll be right up my alley. But I really know nothing about it. I haven't read the first one, but the first one, it's meant to be quite good. Anyway, this one is a pure cover by. I will not read this in my life. I just love the look of the cover. What's this guy saying about me? Look at the noob with his comic knowledge. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. I do.
You'll put some Marvel in to keep his attention. So
okay, you want some Marvel? All right. This next one's a Marvel book. It's even got Marvel in the title, and I will never read it. It's a pure cover by. I just love the art on it, and it is a Captain Marvel book. Yeah, I just really dug that picture. I was like, oh, that's a cool cover. Pity. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to say that. But it's. I was going to say pity. This is at the top, and then I read what it was. I was like, oh, okay, no, pay respect. That's all good. It's like when Stan Lee passed away, they did all the covers that had the Stan Lee thing at the top. I remember. So, but yeah, I just saw that cover. I was like, that's a nice Captain Marvel cover. I'll pick that one up. Even though, if I knew I was going to have this many books for the week, I probably would have passed. Ooh, some more. Okay, so these are interesting ones too. Okay, so do you pick up anything from Dynamite? Like Red Sonja? Yeah, you got some stuff?
Yeah, I've got a couple of Red Sonjas and different other ones as well. But yeah.
Okay, so I have a couple of. I think I've got one Red Sonja book, and I've got maybe 1 or 2 Vampirella books. So I don't know what this is, but this is from Dynamite, and it's actually called Dynamite issue 1. And these are Peach Momoko covers. So that's a Red Sonja Peach Momoko. Do you know Peach Momoko?
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good cover.
Yeah, so she's like seems to be the hottest thing going around at the moment with her art. And I actually didn't order this one. I actually ordered only this one, which is the Vampirella one.
Yeah.
Mark happened to have a spare one of these and asked me, did I want both? And I said, why not? While I'm spending my money, why not? Just chuck it in the pile. So yeah, I've got the Peach Momoko variant for both Red Sonja and Vampirella. Have you read any Vampirella?
Actually, no, I haven't. know of it, but no, I never got into Vampirella.
We've got a couple. I'm trying to find out because I know a lot of people in the community are really into Vampirella. I'm trying to find out like if there is like a certain series. Actually, if Greyman's still here, he could probably tell me if there's a certain Vampirella series that is the one to read if you want to just find a bit more about her. Red Sonja, do you know much about? Have you read much Red Sonja?
I've read a couple, but again, it's not been one I've gotten into as well. So yeah.
I was watching. Do you know Rangian Vigilante?
Yeah.
So I was watching one of his videos the other day, and he was just saying something about Red Sonja because he's a huge fan of all that sword and sorcery stuff, right? He was saying this thing about how he doesn't like now how Red Sonja kind of sleeps around. He was like, in her origin or her earlier stuff, she would only sleep with guys who could beat her in a sword fight. And I was like, ooh. I like that. Guys had to earn that. Guys had to earn that sweet Red Sonja ass.
Yeah. Cheaper than going to a bar, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I got more into the Conan, so I just because Conan was where I went, and yeah, the Red Sonja was a toss up, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Conan, I haven't read a lot of it. I've got the start of the Jason Aaron run that came out. I'm just haven't got around to reading it, but I heard it was good. So I will get around to that. So this next one, I think you've got this one. I didn't get it in my pile last week, so I just said to Mark, "Can I get one of those too?" He had spare, so yeah, I got that. And we'll talk about that
one I got as well.
You got the
the different ones were half of the Batman, half of the Joker.
So you didn't pick up
the Batman one or this one, but then I don't know. This one I thought was I like this cover much better. I don't know why. It just jumped out at me.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll talk about that book a little bit later as well, and I'll also get you to show what you picked up this week too. This is the final. So I've been collecting this since Nick Spencer's run began, and I'm not huge into Spider-Man anymore. I realize, like, Spider-Man was the character I read most of when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And when Nick Spencer's Spider-Man started, that was when I sort of just started collecting. So I was like, oh, cool, Spider-Man issue 1. I can start from the beginning. I think I read the first 10 issues, and then I just stopped, but I kept collecting it. So I literally now have 40 issues for me to catch up on, and I'm not sure if I'll ever do it, but I'm going to cut it now. So I said I'll get to 50, and then I'll cut it. So I've got the first 50 issues of the run. I'm done until I feel like reading some Spider-Man. I'm not picking that book up anymore.
I must admit, I was getting a lot of the Spider-Man. I did this up to the Amazing Spider-Man, up to the 700, the 700.1 that they did, and then the relaunch and what they did, and then the whole Dr. Octopus going into Spidey's body series that they had, and then I just bought out of it too. It's like, I don't know. I sort of lost my way with Spider-Man. I'd like reading back Spider-Man now.
Yeah. See, I would love to reread the stuff that I liked as a kid, because I always say that I don't want to re-buy books that I used to have as a kid, because I just feel like it's just a never-ending hole. But the one book I think I want to buy was the Amazing Spider-Man 400. It's the one with the tombstone on the front, and it was the Death of Aunt May. And that was the book I bought that I read when I was younger, and I thought, this is awesome. And then I got obsessed with Spider-Man back then. So there's the Alex Ross variant.
I saw that one. I was this close to getting that, actually, just for the sake of getting it.
Right. Slim Comics and More. He's collecting all of them, and I don't know if you've noticed in the background of his video, he's got the wall of comics. He's putting them all up on the wall. It looks cool. It looks great. It looks really cool. All right, what do we got next? What is it? One title, 4 books coming up. Sorry.
Superior was kind of interesting for a bit too. I agree with.
Yeah, see, that was. I don't think I was. I think I'd stopped by then. Because I always wondered why I stopped reading comics when I was younger, and I actually remembered. I think I remember anyway what happened. I used to buy them from the newsagent, right? And then I'm pretty sure one day I showed up to the newsagent, and they said, "Oh, we don't sell comics anymore." And that was it. And then I had to start. If you want to buy comics, you had to go to comic shops, and they were just too far. And I was a kid. I'm pretty sure that's how it ended. And I also wondered what happened to all my comics as a kid, because I've got a very small stash of them still, but I wondered where are the rest of them. I had a big folder full of Spider-Man and Sonic the Hedgehog, and then I had a flashback. I'm pretty sure my mum came up to me one day and said, "Hey, you know your comics, can I give them to my friend's kid?"
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure I didn't want to. I'm pretty sure I didn't want to, but I was just like, I'm not doing anything with them, so just frickin' take them. And now it hurts me every night.
Yeah.
Okay. So Death Metal is the next book I'm going to show you. I love this. Look at that. Beautiful foil.
Ooh.
Look at Jamie's face in it.
Didn't you have a shiny cover today as well? You know,
I did. I got some sexy, shiny Catwoman cover. Interesting, because that's the badge from the Watchmen. So that should be.
You licking yourself was just so wrong on so many levels. But it was an okay cover. It was a good cover, yeah.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Yeah. I voted for
it. Yeah, you did. You did.
Besides the licking.
Death Metal obviously have 4 variant covers, so that's one of them.
Yeah,
that's another one of them. I've only read the first issue so far, so I actually don't know. I should pick that up and start getting onto that. But that's 4 different covers of the one book. If you guys are wondering how you rack up $178 worth of books in a week, here's another book where I have 2 covers for the one title. This is an interesting one. What do you think of this?
Oh, the Rorschach one. Yeah.
So I think what I'm going to do is I don't think I'm going to collect both covers of this anymore. I think I'm going to just collect the cover Bs, because they've got the Watchmen style cover. So I think going forward, I might just get the rest of them in the cover Bs, because I think they're doing them with all of them. So, but that should be interesting. Anyone reading that? I don't know. Do you know what I think of the Watchmen?
No.
Not much. I read it because when I first got into comics, I knew it was like one of the most important comic book stories in modern times. And I read it, and it's a hard read, man, for me. I was just like, this is real slow and stuff. I'm not saying it was bad. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. I thought it was probably because it was just that little bit different, and it just took it in a different direction. I guess when you're used to all the other, normal superhero stuff and that it was just something that was a little bit of an edge or a little bit of a difference to it that just was interesting to read. Yeah, so I didn't mind it, but I'm out on the Rorschach one. I'm not sure if I really want to delve back into that world being thrust back at me type of scenario in comics that they're touting it to be.
Okay, because I like the movie, and I'm sure if you were reading Watchmen in the times, then maybe. But I don't know. I just found it was a real long read, and it was very political, and it just wasn't really my thing. Watchmen blew me away. I'm sure you did, because you read it probably issue by issue as it came out, Grey Man. Like I've got Doomsday Clock, and I'm scared to read it. I've got the whole set, and I'm just scared to delve into it. But I'm gonna have to one day. So, okay, last book, and then I'll get you to show us what you picked up, mate. Strange Adventures.
I have heard a lot about this one. I haven't jumped into it yet, so I'm sort of holding back on it too. Yeah.
I didn't jump on board straight away. I kind of waited a little bit, and then I heard everyone say it was good. And one day, Mark happened to have issue 1 just sitting there still on the shelf, and I was like, "Do you still have an issue 1?" He's like, "Yep." I said, "Fine, I'll take it," and put it on my standing order. So there's another book on the list. All right. So that was $178 worth of book, right? What did you get? What was your bill this week?
Well, actually, mine's over 2 weeks, and it's probably around 70. Like I said, I've had to cut back, so I've been good. But yeah, the first one was that Batman 100, the one you had. I was talking about the covers where it had the half Batman, the half Joker type thing, but I went for this one. I don't know about this. I read it and I had to reread it. Like, I know it's introducing what's the 2 new characters? God, I've even forgotten their names. Clown Hunter at the end.
So you didn't. But did you read the issues leading up to it? You read the whole Joker War, yeah?
I jumped halfway into the Joker War, so I got it, but then I don't know. The epilogue at the end was just, I don't know.
I really dig the Clown Hunter. Another thing is you discover he's Asian. I was like, yeah, an Asian hero. Woo.
True. Yeah.
But I think I've said it before a lot recently that like I like new characters. I feel like a lot of people have been dissing Punchline and Clown Hunter and things like that. Me, new characters for me are like, man, these characters are the characters that I'm gonna know from the beginning. So anytime there's a new character or like the Red Hood thing, like they change his look, everyone freaks out. And I'm like, this is my Red Hood, baby. So
yeah. I think I'm still out on. I don't know. Yeah, because I think I had to reread, or it didn't just kind of sink in with every other bit fitting for me. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't drinking the right stuff and I was reading it. I don't know.
Yeah. So Joker War, I found I was reading it in chunks, so I'd let it build up and I'd read 3-4 issues in a row. So yeah, I found that quite good. The story was able to just stick in my head a little bit better than reading it fortnightly or whatever it is. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I found a lot of people don't like Mark said he wasn't a fan because he's just like it's the same old Batman that he's been reading forever. So he said
yeah, the whole Joker War, I think it's a thing where I'm not out of it. I just have to reread it, or I just have to come at it again. I think it's one of those stories you just got to read, and either you're going to be in it instantly or you're just thinking too much about it. I think maybe that was my problem.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I never think too much about it. See, all you comic book guys, you read a book, you get to the end, close it, and you're like, why did this happen? Well, I wonder if this means that and this means that. I close the book and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
So I just find because like Mark saying like that, it's kind of the same old crap. It's your typical sort of Batman beat 'em up comic, I guess, since Tinian took over.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the first Batman beat 'em up comic that I've read because Tom King was so different. And I didn't dislike Tom King. When I first started reading Batman, I was like, this is not what I expected Batman to be. But I find a lot of people, like obviously heaps of people hate Tom King's Batman, but most people that like it, I find like it because it was different. So Tinian brings into the series. Yeah. Look, I think all writers are bringing in new characters so they get some payout for it if the character does well.
Yeah. Well, I think also the new characters are good because they can now do different storylines with it. I mean, you've got your established one. It's good to have stories about them. You're in with these characters and villains, but it's good to have that new one coming in. I mean, that's why I think I love the animated series of Batman so well, because it introduced new characters into that ethos and stuff. So yeah,
like Harley Quinn.
Like well, famous one's Harley, yeah, but the ventriloquist. All the others as well. So it was good.
I still just quickly a shout out to Vinny, who's the biggest Tom King fan I know. Yeah, I still haven't watched the animated series. I bought it, but I haven't watched it because I remember it was on when I would come home after school, so I'd catch it a little bit, but I wasn't Batman crazy by the time that was a thing. Yeah. So I was more Batman crazy when I was like real little. So. Yeah. So, what else you pick up, mate?
I have been avoiding it because I've sort of jumped ahead with the spoilers and things like that for it, and watching people review book 1 and book 2. But it's the Three Jokers, book 1. And there's your card on the back. Yeah.
But you haven't read it yet?
I've read it, yeah, and I haven't read book 2 onwards yet. Book 1 I really liked it. I thought it was I don't know, the ending just really got me.
How good was the art?
Line, I hope I got the right one.
How good was the art?
There's always going to be another one. You're never going to get the right one. But for his storyline and what happened to him, it just, again, it all connected back. Yeah, related more to this one, yeah.
How good was the art, man? I just couldn't stop.
Oh, yeah.
Like the art
was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah. Just Vinny's talking about. I'm really pumped for this Batman Catwoman series coming out from Tom King.
Yeah,
I'm really pumped for it. It's going to pick up where Tom King's Batman left off, mate. So I'm sure Vinny's just as excited. I didn't watch the animated series, so I'm looking forward to the main baddie. The main baddie from Batman Catwoman is the Phantom, the one from the animated movie. What's it called? The Phantom thingy. Someone in the chat. The Phantom guy. I'm still waiting for a reason why there are 3 Jokers. Someone explain this story. Yeah, so that's. I think that's something that people didn't like about issue 2. Like they felt like it still didn't answer many questions. But mate, come on, let the story finish. There you go. Thank you from the Marvel guy, Phantasm. And yes, Jason Fabok, I think it is so good. His art's killer. Sorry, yes, so 3 Jokers. I can't wait for it to come out and find out what happens. I think but they've only got 1 book left to answer a lot of questions, so it should be interesting. What you got next, mate? Are you frozen right now? Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, you were holding that pose really well. How do I?
It's probably the best I've looked yet. The other one I'm buying, and because I've cut back a lot and stuff, but I wanted to get this one. This is the Alien. Oops.
Okay.
So it's the screenplay, but it's a little bit. They're doing a little bit of a different. It's the same sort of story like the Alien movie, but there's a little bit of a difference in the look of the alien, the look of some of the characters and stuff like that. So Star Wars did one with George Lucas's original screenplay because he's had different versions of the original Star Wars, and then they brought out another one, and I really enjoyed that one. So I thought I'd try this as well, but I don't know. I'm just not loving it.
Oh,
it's
really?
one of those I'm going to read it to the end.
I think they did it for Predator too, right?
Actually, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did a bunch of those original screenplay comics, and I think they did Aliens, the latest one. Oh no, I think maybe Predator's one that's going to come out or something.
Yeah, I think it's still to come out. I don't think they've done it yet. I mean, everyone will be able to tell us. So yeah, but yeah. I mean, it's good because I like the Alien movie and stuff, and it's sort of giving a little bit of a different take on how the characters are a little bit and stuff. But yeah, but I'm in now. I'm up to issue 3, so I'm going to see it to the end. Yeah. The other one I got was an oldie, like a facsimile release again, and it's the Wonder Woman Gods and Mortals one.
Nice. There's an issue from that run where I really love the cover, but it's not that one. But
yeah, the artwork in it is just fantastic too. Like this is one that reminded me about why 80s comics can be really good.
Who's the artist?
It's done by Porter, Perez, and Patterson, the writers, artists, and things like that as well. So it's just introduces the Greek mythology into it. It's just they've just got so much happening in it. It's just really well done. And I know a lot of people have said it, and I agree with them as well. But if you wanted to get into Wonder Woman, if you've never read it before, that's probably the best one to enter Wonder Woman in on.
That's good advice, mate, because I have many Wonder Woman covers, but they're all cover buys, and I'm trying to find for all the characters I don't know a lot about. I want people to tell me which is the one run I should read.
Yeah,
to get into that character.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I haven't got into the new releases or the current versions of the Wonder Woman as well, because I'm old school with her.
Have you seen the how they got this future state thing happening coming out?
Yeah.
The Wonder Woman looks good. I think Joel Jones is drawing it. I actually saw Vinny post a lot about it on his Instagram. But I'm interested to see. I'm not interested in the whole concept, but the Wonder Woman I'm kind of interested in.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
Next one I got was the Doctor Who Time Lord Victorious.
Oh.
This is issue 2. They're doing this whole thing where they're releasing a whole storyline over multimedia platforms, comics, audio, short videos, games, and stuff like that. So I don't know. being a completist, it's like, because it's going to be released on so many platforms, I want to collect them all, and I'm trying to hold back not to. So I just bought the launch into it with the comics to see what it was all going to be about. So it's not bad. I'm out.
You're
still
out?
waiting for the next couple of issues to come and stuff.
But surely they've done Doctor Who comics before.
Yeah, they've done like what they call classic Who, I guess, comics as well, back from the 80s below, and then they've done the new different Doctors as they've released in the new series, from the Tennant to all the different Doctors, and they've had their sort of series of runs and stuff. But yeah, it's using multiple Doctors over the whole thing, and it's without being a total Doctor Who fan or like a Marvel fan or things like that. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what other fans of Doctor Who start thinking about the whole release. It's the same thing. Is it going to be good? Is it just what they're doing because the TV show's dying type thing? So yeah.
Fair enough.
So I really just bought that one to try and get an idea about, well, what is it? What's going to be the theme of it? What's the starting point? How's it going to go?
Yeah.
The last one I got was probably the more expensive one, and I went backwards. I went back and I bought a Amazing Spider-Man 350, the big one, Doctor Doom. Classic. It's good.
Is that an older book, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So that was a good one, because the comic book store where I get most of my comics finally reopened a few months ago. They were moving into new premises, but then the COVID stuff hit and they delayed their opening. But they've been opening for the last couple of months. They never had like back issues or anything like that, but now they're starting to slowly bring them out. They're up to about C or something, so every now and again I just thumb through a couple of things and pick up ones I like. So yeah, to add to my weekly.
You shop at King's,
Yeah.
Because I went there once a year or two ago when I was in Sydney, and I don't remember, because I think that was very early days in my comic book collecting. I don't think I remember seeing back issues, but it was very, very nice shop.
Yeah, there was a shop in around Newtown Enmore down here as well that used to have like boxes where you could pick up, a few dollars, old issues, back issues, like from months ago or decades ago and stuff, but they ended up closing. So there was another one that had lots of back issues on stuff and they closed. So yeah, it's a bit hard to get back issues, or even if you miss the first or two issues of something, I find it's really hard to try and go back and get without having to go through eBay or Amazon and pay twice. Like I've given up trying to get a Thor 6.
Thor 6, what's so special about Thor 6?
It had the introduction of a character. I won't spoil it for everyone, but yeah, it was supposed to be that issue that was in the new release of the Thor going on. So
so spec books are definitely tough. That's why I started doing a thing, hey over easy and hey space buns, and I started doing a thing where if I was starting a new series, what I would do is I would just try to collect the first 3 issues and then decide whether or not I was going to cut it, because I find if you want to go back and get the back issues, it's easy to get except for the first few issues. But then now, if you've got certain writers like Donny Cates and stuff, it seems like they're writing all these new characters in and everyone wants to jump on them. So
yeah, I just find a lot of the local comic book stores here just don't do dollar bins. They just don't do anything like that here.
Yeah, we don't have dollar bins, right?
Yeah, no.
Like you go through back issues, you're paying because I find even in the UK, like the Grey Man mentions he goes through like 50p bins and stuff. Everyone in America talks about their 50-cent $1 bins. Our back issues are the same price as what they were when they come out. Like, they're not saving it. Mark actually has a dollar bin. You know what it is?
Yeah.
One short box, which is about half full, and then I think he's got a $2 bin, which is another short box, but that's it.
Yeah.
You look at the videos and all the American YouTubers, they go to their comic shops and they've got dollar bins that go for days, mate.
Yeah. I know. I've got to stop watching Grey Man's videos because he's like pulls. Oh, this is one. This is another one. This is another one I found and stuff. And I know he gets a lot of stuff through the eBays and stuff like that as well. But yeah, UK and that just seems to also have some really good places to go get them.
Yeah, he'll be telling you, don't stop watching my videos, mate. I'll kill you.
No, I won't stop watching his videos. They're good. It's just jealous.
I really like, yeah, see, dollar bins for days. Oh, dude, Evil Empire, dude, you don't have to, but if, Simon just mentioned this shop, Evil Empire, right?
Yeah.
I've been there twice. It is, Simon, help me out. How would you explain Evil Empire? The first time I walked in there, this is when I was new to collecting. This shop is such a mess. I walked in, I opened the door, I almost turned around because I was like, I'm too scared to try to look for books here. There's literally just, there's no room to walk. Like the aisle to walk between the, it's literally, you can't fit more than one person. So when someone starts walking down, there's this tiny little gap which you got to crawl into so the other person can
go through.
Books everywhere, and then there's piles and piles of books on top of the boxes that you're trying to look through. I've never seen anything like it, and yeah, it's like a hoarder's. Yeah, it's like a hoarder's house with comics. Yeah. It is insane. Like I can't, and the guy is not even helpful. Like last time I was there, I was like moving books so I could get to the box underneath, and he goes, "Hey man, can you not touch those? I'm sorting those out." I'm just like, I was like, what? Like, do you not want to make money? And B, like, you've been standing there since. I just can't believe that place, man. Like, and I probably won't go back there again. Like, I happened to buy 2 books last time I was there. Though. I literally was walking out, like, I'm out of here, and I happened to catch 2 books as I was looking, like, as I was walking out. I saw 2 books and I picked them up. But yeah, it's just best place for back issues. Yeah, if you've got the patience and you're not claustrophobic. The best place.
Yeah.
Maybe I could hit him up, but yeah, I'd love to show the world that shop because it is something else, man. It is the land of junk. That's what I call it. The good thing he does is though he does sell a lot of sets. So that's what he does when he does his job and he sorts books. He tries to put them in sets so you can buy like an entire story arc, or you can buy the issue 1 to 13 in a bulk bundle.
Yeah.
I do like that about him.
Yeah.
But
that sounds good. Yeah.
As far as trying to find stuff in there, mate, it is just an absolute joke. So, and he was, like, I feel like in the comic business, man, like you need to make every buck to survive. You should be throwing out that customer service like Mark does, mate.
Yeah.
Like Kings were really good when I went there, like really good service and stuff too. So
yeah, I mean they're not bad if you want several sort of back issues sort of thing that are current and they still stock the good range of what's come out and stuff and a different stuff and a few mangas and all that type of thing as well. And they've just started now doing their back issue thing now because they've got 2 levels. So downstairs is all their back issues and other stuff. But they do the same. They like put packs together of like runs of certain things together, which is really good. Yeah.
I like buying. If I want to collect like an older miniseries, I'd rather buy it in a set than try to individually buy every single one. So, yeah. Of course, Simon knows his name. Phil is a little strange, but yeah, I'm sure. But, mate, comic book guys don't like talking to me because I'm a noob. They're just like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm not talking.
Yeah, I think I've had 1 or 2 with Kings as well where they've been a bit like, oh, okay, don't you want my business? Like when you've been trying to find something, they go, oh, just go online. You know, they're not that helpful. But a few I found have been really good. So that's sort of kept me for their saving graces for doing it. But yeah, if that few of those guys weren't there, I'd probably, wouldn't be going to Kings if I could avoid it.
There you go.
But they do a good range, and when they're good, they're good. So.
Well, that's like that shop down here that I hate, Alternate Worlds. Sorry, I said it. That's where Simon shops. But the
shop that will not be named.
They've got a great selection of back issues, but just the stories I hear from all my friends that shop there, I'm just like, fuck those guys.
Yeah. Well, I was they must have to put up with a lot of weird conversations and things like that. And I think one of them was talking about the staples have changed. And they were having a full-on discussion about how staples have changed in comics, and now they're not as smooth as they used to be or something. And it's a Disney plot to then make sure they can buy and import the staples from China to give them business. It's like, okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So, yeah, you're in the retail business. You got to put up with a lot, but yeah, there's no reason to be rude.
Hey, shout out to this dude who subscribed to me today, Jay Maddox Entertainment. Thank you for the sub, mate. All right, cool. So is that all the books you picked up, mate?
That's it. I haven't got much compared to your haul of what, 177 and how many cents?
And 95 cents, baby. That was a $178 haul. So if I jumped in late, catch the replay.
Yeah. You could have got a good slab for that price too.
Yeah, well, that's what I find a lot of people like. I know a lot of people who are like, they stopped collecting modern books so they can save that money and just buy the key books that they want.
Yeah.
And it's getting to that stage. I mean, I'm starting to think, look, I eventually will probably have to sell some of my books. Like, I literally have no space. I would show you what my comic area looks like, but it's this entire lounge room. It's embarrassing for people to see. So, yeah, I think I will eventually. I'm thinking about it. So, I'm going to do my 500 subscriber giveaway, guys, just for everyone's watching now. And so tune in next week. I'm going to show Mark's going to show you one of the prizes he's donating to my giveaway. But when and if I get to 600, I'm thinking I'm just going to start doing mystery boxes and just getting rid of my comics, and giving them to people. So, yeah. I still got to send you something, mate. I'm just trying to figure out what I can send you because I'm scared. I don't want to send you something you already have, mate. So I still need you to repay a favor for that Robotech cover you sent me, mate. So
yeah, it's all good.
It's in the works, mate.
That was the one I was collecting the 2 covers on, so it was good.
Well, I've got plenty of doubles, mate.
Well, we know, triples even.
That's right.
Yeah, so I've got a few. The kissing covers for me, it's like I think they're good, but yeah, I haven't got as many as what you collect. I think so.
Yeah, it's got to stop.
You were going to get much more value out of that than I was.
All right. Hey, Werewolf, forgot to shout you out, mate. Cheers for joining us. And D Marvelous. Okay, so I might leave it at that, but before we wrap it up, we went well over time. But next, yeah. So anyone, guys, if you're not following Jamie, oh damn, I knew I'd get it wrong. There you go. If you're not following Jamie, his link is in the description below. Please check him out. He has a mad collection of all sorts of collectibles. I mean, you collect everything really. Anything geek related, he's into. So please check out his channel. And next week we're going to go live on. Damn, I got it wrong again. On his channel, we're going to go live on his channel next Friday. So probably Thursday for you guys in the US. And we're going to have a drink, apparently.
Yeah. Sip a few.
It could get messy, and you never know what I get up to when I'm drunk. So.
Well, that's the point. That's the whole show.
Right.
You haven't got content, go for visuals.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, thank you for joining me, mate, and thank you for everyone who watched. And yeah, I got to always do this. Yep. Remember to keep it simple and subscribe to Jamie in the link below. And we'll see you guys next time. Catch you later.